Today we will discuss about Egyptian civilization. Where Egypt is situated? Have you any idea where Egypt is situated? Yes. And what culture it holds? Yes. What type of country it is? Where Egypt is situated? Yes. Egypt कहाँ है? Any idea of the location of Egypt?
सर अफ्रीका में.
Africa. It is in North Africa, but there is something more about its location. Is it an African country?
सर
Yes.
अफ्रीकन कंट्री बोलते तो नहीं है सर, अरब कल्चर वहाँ फॉलो.
Yes, it is Arab. The name is Arab Republic of Egypt. So it is an Arab culture. You can see the word. The name is Arab Republic of Egypt. Why? Why Arab? Because of the culture. Its culture is more similar to Arabs rather than Africa. It is in northern part of Africa and it has its border with Sinai Peninsula of Middle East. Sinai Peninsula, Sinai Mountains, Sinai area of Middle Eastern countries. So there is something else to its culture, its civilization. It is an old civilization, one of the oldest civilization. Yes. It is in northeast corner of Egypt, Africa, and the Sinai Peninsula of Western Asia, which is also called Middle East. It's a Mediterranean country, bordered by the Gaza Strip. Have you heard of the name of Gaza Strip? Have anyone heard the name of Gaza Strip? Yes. Where the Gaza Strip is? Yes. Does it rings any bell in your head? Yes. Where the Gaza Strip is situated? The Strip is a political hotspot.
Palestine.
Yes, it is. It is the part of Palestine, but it is in news for the bad reasons, of course. So Gaza Strip is a hot spot of political activity and war, actually, war between Arab countries and Israel. It was once occupied by Jordan also. And it borders with Israel in the northeast, and it borders with the Gulf of Aqaba and Red Sea also. And in the south, it is bordered by the Sudan and bordered by Libya in the west. So we can say that it is an Arab country and it is an African country also. So its culture has mix of Arab elements and African elements. It's an African country. Geographically, it's an African country. We call it an Arab country because of its culture. Arab term is not only a geographical term. Arab is a cultural term also. And it has one of the longest histories. There is an interesting name given by Herodotus to the Egypt. Yes, to Egyptian civilization. Yes. Herodotus called it the gift of Nile. Gift of Nile. Why gift of Nile? Yes. Why gift of Nile? Yes. Can you tell me what? Why gift of Nile? Yes.
सर नाइल रिवर की वजह से वहाँ पे सिविलाइजेशन की ग्रोथ हुई थी, सेटलमेंट जो हुआ
Yes,
था वो
yes.
शायद
Why?
वहाँ।
Why? What? The Nile gave the to the Egyptian civilization. That civilization grown. Yes.
Agriculture.
Agriculture. Because of the fertility it gave to the Egyptian land. Uh, every year it give the gift of fertile soil and irrigation. That is the, and still most of the Egyptian population is situated on the resides on the banks of Nile. Nile is one of the longest rivers. Okay. So it is called the gift of life because the Nile gift it fertile soil and natural irrigation. It's a very rich. We discussed in the previous class. There are three things which are required for a civilization to grow: fertile soil, yes, irrigation, water supply, as we called it then,
Stability
and
of climate.
yes,
Stability
Khushbu,
of
yes, Khushbu,
the stability of climate.
stability of climate also. Yes, stability of climate, and there was one more advantage in this area. As you can see that it is surrounded by desert, so desert gave it the natural defense because a it was an impediment to enemies also. The desert gave it the defense against the enemies. So political climate stability and climatic stability and political stability also. इसके एनिमीज इस सारे डेजर्ट को क्रॉस करके यहाँ आना इनके लिए बहुत मुश्किल था. सो इट enjoyed a quiet period of defense, quiet period of stability. और ये तीन चार चीज़ें जो हैं किसी भी सिविलाइजेशन को या किसी भी कंट्री को या किसी भी रीजन के ग्रो करने के लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. सो and what is the Egyptian gift to the world? Yes? Yes? What were the Egyptian gifts to the world? One of the very basic discoveries in the development of humankind, that was paper, papyrus. इन्होंने पेपर बनाया. Unlike the clay tablets of Mesopotamia, it was an improvement to Mesopotamian civilization, Mesopotamian technology. What is paper? What is papyrus? There is a tree called papyrus. They cut into this in strips, and they arrange these strips of papyrus plant side by side. Or then they given a treatment to that, some chemical treatment. Chemistry of Egyptian civilization, chemistry grown very much. They were a good they had a good knowledge of chemistry. So they gave a treatment, and it was it has become the what it has become. Yes, what it has become. क्या बन गया ये? जब हमने पेपायरस के पिथ को काट काट के स्ट्राइप्स में एक साथ जोड़ के रख दिया और कुछ केमिकल ट्रीटमेंट दिया, तो व्हाट इट बिकेम? यस, yes, what it became.
Paper.
Yes, what it became. Yeah, someone was saying something. Yes, yes. क्या बन गया ये?
It's a paper.
Yes, paper. It has become the paper, one of the greatest inventions of. Why the paper was greatest, one of the greatest invention? What was the significance? What is the significance of paper? Yes. Yes, Altaf. पेपर की क्या इंपॉर्टेंस है?
easy to carry.
इजी टू कैरी एंड यस.
स्टोरेशन के लिए मतलब फैक्ट्स वगैरह पेपर पे लिखकर
यस, और अगर आपके पास पेपर है तो यू कैन डिफ्यूज नॉलेज, यू कैन डिप्लीकेट नॉलेज. जो भी नॉलेज या टेक्नोलॉजी आपको नोन है, दैट कैन बी रेप्लिकेटेड on the paper, and it was easier to carry, easier to store. They made books out of it also. It is easier to store than clay, so it was an improvement. Okay. And अभी मैंने आपसे एक बात कही कि केमिस्ट्री में बहुत आगे थे, तो what discovery leads to that, to think us? Have you heard about?
because they preserve mummies very well.
Yes, Mudda. You are very right. They prepared mummy, and why they prepared mummies?
To preserve it for a long time.
So why they were preserving the dead body?
Because they believed in afterlife as well.
Yes, they believed in afterlife, and they believed that if we preserve the body well, it has a good afterlife. And to preserve the body well, they need a knowledge of chemistry, and they need a knowledge of anatomy, of human physiology also. Okay, so they had a very good knowledge of chemistry. So they prepared mummies, and they what is the other gift they gave to the world? Yes, what other gift they gave to the world?
The Egyptian architecture.
Yes, you are right. Egyptian architecture, and where the mummies of the kings were stored.
So in pyramids.
Yes, Amara.
Pyramids.
They made pyramids, and pyramids are so fascinating structures. So what is needed for pyramids? Yes. What is needed for pyramids? क्या चाहिए पिरामिड बनाने के लिए? Knowledge of architecture and knowledge of some geometry and our maths. If you don't know maths, you cannot calculate how much broader the foundation you need. Huh? Isn't it? मैथ्स क्यों चाहिए पिरामिड्स बनाने के लिए? ज्योमेट्री की नॉलेज क्यों चाहिए पिरामिड्स बनाने के लिए? हम पिरामिड्स देख के कह सकते हैं कि दे हैड अ गुड नॉलेज ऑफ ज्योमेट्री, इजिप्शियंस. यस. यस. क्योंकि ज्योमेट्री या मैथ्स की नॉलेज के बगैर इतने बड़े स्ट्रक्चर जो आज तक कायम हैं नहीं बनाए जा सकते थे. They needed a knowledge of good knowledge of, not only knowledge, they needed a good knowledge of geometry and maths and or maths. दोनों की या एक की कम से कम नॉलेज बहुत अच्छी चाहिए थी. They had, and it is mystery still how they carried those heavy stones to the top. इतने बड़े बड़े स्टोन्स हैं पिरामिड्स के टॉप पे, तो हाउ दे कैरीड, कैसे वहां पहुंचा, इट इज अ मिस्ट्री. मिस्ट्री इज नॉट सॉल्व फुली, बट वन थिंग इज सर्टन, कुछ एडवांस टेक्नोलॉजी या नॉलेज जरूर रही होगी इतने ऊपर स्टोन्स को पहुंचाने के लिए. Advanced knowledge is needed. Advanced knowledge or technology is needed. What is technology? Can anyone tell me? What is technology in fact? Yes, what is technology in fact? Yes. Yes. What is technology in fact?
That aids our daily chores and make it easier.
Yes, the easier way or easier methodology of doing thing which improves accuracy and efficiency. Yes, that is technology. It can be as simple as making a small canal. It may be as simple as making a stone tool. It's maybe as simple as making a spear, as simple as making a spade, as simple as making a harpoon type weapon. That is the technology, a tool for catching some insects. It is also considered a cradle of civilization. It is around the 4th millennia BC. That was ancient Egypt. Today's modern Egypt is very different from the ancient Egypt. And it is still dependent on the Nile for its civilization. अभी भी around 90% population इजिप्ट की नाइल रिवर के आसपास रहती है. सो इट्स अ वेरी रिच हिस्ट्री. एंशियंट इजिप्ट, मिडिल इजिप्ट, मॉडर्न इजिप्ट, you can see many types of classification in Egyptian history. And there is a word you must have heard, delta. What is delta? Nile delta. Actually, the civilization started in Nile Delta. What is a delta? Delta किसे कहते हैं?
Egyptian alphabet, Egyptian symbols, sir.
No, delta. No, it's a Greek symbol. But what is delta means in geography?
It's a deposit, a river deposit in the mouth of river. When the river meets the ocean.
Not only a river deposit. Yes. Anyone else? Yes. Yes, Altaf. Hatim. It's not only deposit.
The place where
Yes, Alina.
river, so the place where river dumps their water and sediments.
Yes, it is a place, but what is delta? How will you define delta? You must have read it in geomorphology.
So wetlands.
Yes, it is wetland. But what delta exactly is? Look, river. Yes.
Sir, landform created by deposition of sediments.
Yes, it is landform. But why it is formed? Yeah, your answers are right, but you're telling the about appearance, and you're not talking about origin of the delta. Why the delta is formed? Why and how the delta is formed?
So when the river flows, it carries sediments along with them, along with the river. When it cannot carry it anymore, it dumps it in the mouth of the river.
Yes, yes, you're right, Ishfaqul. Actually, the river, mainly the perennial rivers, normally starts at a highland, and when it starts, it has very good energy. It contains energy because of gravity. As it progresses, it slows down because the slope is being gentle. It slows down and it increases its course, it widens up. There are three stages of river: infant, youth, maturity. And in the late maturity stages, the energy is less, slope is very gentle when it is near to the sea or in the later stages. So it cannot surmount the highlands and impediments in its way. So it, it divides into branches. It goes around, instead of jumping on it, it goes around the impediments. And this region is called delta. So there is a Nile delta, and it was very fertile because it is depositing new alluvium every year, every now and then. This land is very fertile, and you can have a very good agriculture there. And where the good agriculture is there, disposable income is there, and diversification of economy is there, and diversification of economy is there, and yes, and civilization is born. So it is called that the Egyptian civilization is the gift of Nile. Herodotus, a very famous geographer, called it a gift of Nile. And I think Ishfaqul talked about the script. There was a script, of course. They were knowledgeable people. There was a script, but was it the same script as the script of Sumerian civilization or Mesopotamian civilization? Yes. Do you know something about the script? Yes. Can you see the board? Yes. Perhaps you are not seeing the board properly. Yes. Yes.
तो सही से नहीं दिख रहा बोर्ड.
अभी भी नहीं दिख रहा. Okay. Now?
Yes, I can see it.
Yes, sir.
I think focus was not good. Okay. जब बोर्ड नहीं दिखे तो आप मुझे बता दिया कीजिए, तो मैं उसे थोड़ा करीब कर सकता हूँ. यस. क्या वही स्क्रिप्ट थी? यस. Was it the same script as was in Mesopotamia, a Sumerian civilization? No, it was the script. There was a script, and it was a pictorial script, but it was called hieroglyphic. And hieroglyphic means the sacred writing. And why it was called a sacred writing or holy writing? Holy writing. Because it was in the earlier times, it was in the beginning, it was used for religious purposes only then. So it was called the holy writing, holy scripture, hieroglyphics. And it was a pictorial, but very interesting thing about hieroglyph is was that it can be written cuneiform script, as Mesopotamian script is called. Um, how it was written? Yes. Does anyone remember how it was written?
So up to down.
Yes, up. Yes, yes. From top to bottom. But the hieroglyphic script can be written from top to bottom, from left to right, from right to left. It was a very, very interesting language, and it was depicted by pictures of animals mainly.